we got Idris, the actor, Idris, the DJ, Idris, the I say this and I don't say this lightly. I think the world builder. You have a statesman vibe to you, and I've seen you with people like you want to create, you want to build, you want to grow. Like when you look at the world you're in now, first of all, where do you see the state of Hollywood and acting and content and everything right now? Because it's definitely changing. You can't deny it. I mean, some would even argue you're the last, the last of the superstars, of like the real Hollywood. It's really, it's changing. I think it's becoming a lot more niche, and you could see at the SAG Awards people talking about this, people saying, I played this role. I got to do that. This is what my dream was. This is how I am. Or I got to do this for the first time. I got to play this type of character when nobody said I could. What excites you about the industry right now? And where do you still want to see the industry grow and change?
Our industry has taken on incredible change, shape-shifting over the last, I'd say, 10 years. And it sort of began really slowly with this conversation around diversity, around our societies looking like the TV shows we were watching, and seeing that it wasn't. And then peeling the onion back even further and seeing that there wasn't very much equality within it, behind the scenes. So, the gender debate springing into action, Me Too and all this. So over the last 10 years, we've seen an industry that's gone through, I think, a very healthy health check. You know what I mean? Checking itself. You know what I'm saying? A history that essentially rewarded people for bad behavior suddenly said enough of that in a healthy way, okay? Alongside that, though, came this sort of interesting expansion with the digital era. Just more, I mean, I come from a period where in England there was 4 or 5 channels.
Yeah.
Okay? And you watched one of those 5.
That was it.
That was it. You were lucky if you got cable or Sky TV. Okay, you were lucky. And then we're in an era now where you literally can watch anything from anywhere in the world on your phone.
Yeah.
And what that's done for our industry is expanded it, but also somehow restricted it a little bit. Because the metrics of how you get a show made now are different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think that to your point, there's niche micro
it seems like
groups that started to emerge now. So it's very rare now to have one actor be a star for an entire generation.
Yeah.
That's, weirdly enough, I feel like Africa is, the continent of Africa still has the opportunity to have the most incredible movie film industry in the world.
Your eyes light up when you say that.
Oh, yeah, man.
For real, your eyes.
Yeah.
I feel like you want to be at the forefront of that.
I want to be at the foundation of it. We want Trevors, we want Idrises, and we want them to be the biggest stars they can be. Because in that part of the world, we haven't had that opportunity. There's 1.4 billion people there and there's 4,000 cinemas. What? How are we getting our stories? I think about our industry with a sort of opto-futurist perspective. Because as much as I've worked gladly for 30, 35 years in America and England, I've had most incredible opportunities and career. I still think I've got more to offer when I think about Africa. When we saw what happened with Black Panther and the sort of Afrofuturism world was sort of really exploding, everyone's like, whoa, what is this? This is incredible. That was a moment where you're saying, albeit Marvel, but it was a moment where the world sort of stood up and was like, oh, wait a second, there's African superstars? What?
Yeah.
Wait, there's African sci-fi? What? And just imagine what that could do, And it does make me excited.
What's your dream? I ask everyone on the podcast, what now? Because I find whenever I meet people, they're always at an inflection point. Something's about to happen or something has happened and now they're moving on or they're thinking of the next step. You are constantly moving towards the next step. and in a really peaceful way, I might add. It's always been fun to watch the way you move. You seem both grateful and also still hungry, which is a hard balance to find. So what now? What do you dream of in your world? If you could wave your magic wand, what would Idris be doing for the next decade?
If I could wave my magic wand, it would be, I would be part of the African film industry's growth.
Yeah.
Seeing studios, seeing African streaming companies, seeing producers, live on the international stage while bringing collaborators into the continent.
I love that.
As well as sending our stories internationally, that would be, I would sit as a performer, as a director, as a producer, as a vessel in that, in that dream.
I love that.
That's what I would do. I mean, I really appreciate your words, man, because you say quietly, and I take that to mean humbly. I'm humbly appreciative of the opportunities I have. I'm humbly respectful that I've been invited to this Investopia to come and talk about this dream, and that I could possibly raise some partnerships for it. So it's an exciting time. I'm hoping that one day you and me make a movie together.
Hey, all right.
Real talk.
All right.
I think that the world should see that.
We can play, it'll be a buddy cop movie, The Two Mandelas. Fries. I said fries. He also said fries.
What he means is fries. He's saying fries, but it's fries. That's a terrible accent.
Fries. Because Mandela never said fries. Oh, man. I can see the movie now. Two Mandelas fighting crime. We would lock you up, but we believe in freedom. So you can go. Idris Elba, Trevor Noah, Mandela Man 2. I think we could do it.
Mandela Man 2. I think we should do it. We should.
I think we could. Yo,
room.
man, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
Always.
man.
Thanks
Anytime. Anytime. What now with Trevor Noah?